Good morning, my dear students of new 11th class. I welcomed all the St. Michaelians and other school students who are going to be join our school. And today I am shoot one video for you, of course for accountancy. But before starting our subject, I want to talk to you on some certain points. Before selecting any of stream, whether it is science, commerce or arts, beta, I think you have to think about your career, because as a commerce student, as a commerce teacher, or as a commercial field, in my field, it is very important that before starting anything, you should set your goals. Means what? Set your goals means what is your goal at that time, that what you want to be, to see yourself after 5 years. Okay, for example, if you want to be a doctor, then you have to take bio. If you want to be an engineer, then you have to take maths. If you want to be a chartered accountant, then you have to take today commerce. Okay, but first of all, before selecting any of the stream, you should think about yourself, think about your interest. Of course, you have to um, take advices from your parents, from your elder brother, sister, from your relatives, friends. Okay, but after taking advice, but selection should be your choice, should be yours. First of all, you should analyze yourself. Means what you want to be, what in what field you want to be. You have a keen interest. Means because of interest you have to choose one of the subject, not because of any of pressure of your parents, or because of society and all that. Okay, so my dear students, after this suggestion, I want to give you some important points about the commerce. Means it is not like that, because beta, you want to join the St. Michael school, that's why. And science is very tough, very difficult, that's why you are taking commerce. It should not be like that. You have to take commerce if you want to be chartered accountant, company secretary, any successful businessman, and any of other field. Okay, then only you want to take a commerce field. It is not like that. If you are taking commerce, then you should be only chartered accountant, CS, and businessman. It is not like that. After taking commerce, also you have the all the doors of all types of organization, all type of departments are opened for you. For example, you can take admission in forensic department also, because they also have taken some accounting treatments, and for investigation of crime scenes and all that. Okay, you can take that DRDO also. You can go to financial planning department also, and every type of department you have to go by taking commerce. It is not like that. Okay, so there is only science has so many options, but in commerce stream you have less options, and in arts you have और भी आपको कम options मिलेंगे. It is not like that. Okay, if you have interest, if you are interested in some special subject, in some special field, it means you will be a successful in that field. Okay, but if you are taking any subject without your interest, because of any pressure of your parent, and pressure of your society and all that, then definitely you will not give your 100% to that field, and I am afraid about your future. Okay, so my dear students, my suggestion is always do what you want to do according your career. You should think yourself, you should analyze yourself, then select your subject. Okay, okay, that is for you. Now I am going to start my subject. That is my first video of accountancy. I am taking accountancy, of course, first. I know all the commerce students have more interest in accountancy other than business and economics. So first of all, I have taken accountancy chapter 1, introduction to accounting. Okay, beta. So that accounting word is very important. It is the art of recording financial transaction. Okay, but before discussing accounting, two more important words are there in case of accountancy, that is bookkeeping. Okay, bookkeeping, then accounting, and then accountancy. Accountancy. Okay. So in case of bookkeeping, it is a brief concept or shorter concept that in case of bookkeeping only recording of financial transaction is going on. Means you record the transaction and you classify the transaction only up to that case. Okay. But accounting start from where bookkeeping ends. Where bookkeeping ends, from that point accounting is start. Accounting means you have to summarize the data, you have to interpret the data, you have to present the data, you have to communicate the data. That all that next step of accounting process come to the accounting process. It means it is a broader concept, and bookkeeping, it comes under accounting. Okay, bookkeeping is a part of accounting. Now come to the next word, that is accountancy. So accounting, and what is the difference between accounting and accountancy? Accountancy is a it is a systematic body of knowledge of theory and practice of accounting. Both means what you have learned in theory, on that basis, on that principles, on that rules and regulation, what practice you are going to do in case of accounting by keeping all that principle in your mind. That is accountancy. Means accountancy refers to the systematic body of knowledge of accounting. Okay, concerned with all the principles which you are using for accounting process. So I think you understand what is accountancy and what is accounting and what is bookkeeping. Okay, now come to the part that is accounting process. I have taken it from there. Then these 2 points, these 3 points come under bookkeeping. That identification of monetary transaction, measuring and recording of transaction, and classification. Identification of monetary transaction means so many transactions are going on in your organization. For example, you help someone. Okay, you sold, for example, you are having a garment industry or garment factory or garment shop. You have sold 10,000 rupees of garments to some other person. Then which transaction you have to record? Of course, you have to record only that transaction which is related to your business. Means if you are helping someone, if you are giving charity, if you are doing charity and all that, that is not related to your accounting or your business transaction. That you are not going to be record. You record only which is related to your business. For example, you sold 10,000 rupees goods to someone, then that is your business transaction, and that you are going to record. So first of all, so many transactions are there. You have to you have to identify the monetary transaction or economic transaction. Monetary transaction means economic, which you can measure in terms of money. Understood? Transaction which you convert into money, that is a monetary transaction. Now come to the second part, that is measuring and recording of transaction. Measuring means 10,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees. How much money you have, how much money is involved in that transaction, that is their measuring. And then you have to record. For recording of transaction, what you have to do? You have to prepare journal entries. You have to prepare journal entries. Okay. For you have to identify the monetary transaction, measure that transaction in terms of money, then you have to record the transaction. Record the transaction means you have to prepare journal entry for it. Okay, in case of accounting, it is not like that you record it like this. Sold 10,000 rupees goods to A. That is not recording. In case of accounting, recording is you have to prepare journal entry like that. If you are selling goods in cash, if you are selling, you have to prepare entry like this: cash account debit to sales account. Of course, there is a format for it, but that we will discuss in other videos and next chapters. Okay, then you have to write here being goods sold to A in cash. How much money? For example, it is of 10,000, so you write here 10,000. Okay, that entry making, that passing journal entries is called recording of transaction. Understood? and then after that classification is there. For example, I am taking this entry. So two accounts are there, cash account is there and sales account is there. Okay, so how many types of accounts are there, how many journal entries you have to made. On the basis of that journal entries, you have to prepare ledgers for each and every account. For example, cash account you have to made, okay, but all the transaction related to cash are entered in cash account or cash ledger. All the transaction related to sales you have to record in sales ledger. That is also, I understand it is very difficult to understand at that point, because that is our starting, that we will discuss in next chapters. Here you understand only that after recording of these data, that you have to classified in the form of, you have to prepare ledgers. Okay, one separate chapter is there for the preparation of ledger. That in that chapter we will discuss how to prepare ledgers. Then come to the summarizing. Summarizing means you have to prepare here trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet. Okay, summarizing means you have to, on the basis of that journal entries, you prepare ledger. On the basis of that ledgers, you have to prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. That is our final account. Okay, on that basis, on that trading and final profit and loss account, we understood how much profit we have earned or how much we incurred the loss in case of loss. Okay, and on that basis we have to prepare balance sheet. Balance sheet shows our financial condition. We are able to fulfill our liabilities or to pay off. We are able to pay off our liabilities or not. Okay, by the way of preparing balance sheet, we understood our financial condition. Understood? That is called summarizing. Then after that, interpretation and presentation of data. After preparing these accounts, profit and loss, trading and balance sheet, you have to interpret the data, you have to analyze the data, you have to present your data in such a way that should be understandable to all the users. Two types of users in the business organization, that is internal and external. Okay, that we discuss in next video. Internal means which is related to the business organization, like management, like staff members, like employees and all that. And external users are like creditors, suppliers and investors and government and tax authorities, so many. Okay, that we will discuss in next video. Here you understood whatever the data we have to prepare, that should be interpret and presented it in a such a presentable manner that it should be understood by all type of users. Then last point is communication. Communication means whatever the information you are getting, whatever the important information you are getting from that presentation and interpretation of data, that you have to communicate to the management, because management will take all the economic decisions, all the financial decisions on the basis of these informations which you have provided to the management by the way of this accounting process. Okay, in this way your your accounting cycle is going on. Understood? Okay, come to the now next point of this chapter, that is objectives of accounting. Why we have process, why we have concerned about this accounting. Okay, so that is called objectives of accounting. Here first point is keep systematic records. For example, there are so many types of transaction in the business. It is very difficult for us to recall, to remember all the transactions. For that, we have to keep systematic records. On the basis of these systematic records, we prepare all our further classification, summarization, and interpretation. Okay, so it is very important. The first objective of accounting is important to keep all the records systematically. Second point, to calculate profit and loss and to find out our financial position. Okay, means by preparing all these accounts, trading and profit and loss account, we understood how much profit we have earned or how much loss we have to bear. That we calculate on the basis of that profit and loss account, and on the basis of preparation of this balance sheet, we can comment on the financial position. For example, if you want to take a loan, Okay, so you are going to bank. In that case, you have to show your balance sheet to the bank manager. On the analysis of your balance sheet, after analyzing your balance sheet, then he will give you answer whether they are ready to give you loan or no, not. Okay, so these financial position we understood by preparing uh, all these accounts by the, that is also one of the important objective of accounting. Then come to the next point, that is to ascertain progress of organization. For example, if you want to compare, we are growing, we do growth or not, then that is only by the way of accounting process. Means we have to compare our accounting, our final accounts, last year's finance account with current final account, then we can understand we are we are growing or we are progressing or not. Okay, by comparing previous year's accounts or last year's accounts with current year accounts, final accounts. Okay, now come to the fourth point, that is prevent and detect frauds and errors. Okay, if for example, if someone is you know cheating you, if someone is doing fraud in your company, if you are not understand, if you don't know accounting process, if you don't have any knowledge about accounting process, it is not easy for you to detect the frauds and errors. So that is also very important. If you want to prevent all types of if you want to prevent and detect all types of frauds and error, you should understand the accounting process and how accounting is going on. Okay, you have to learn accounting. The last point, that is to provide information. To provide information, already we have discussing in the process of accounting that in case of accounting, whatever the information you have collected after preparing or summarizing all the accounts like trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet, whatever the information you are getting, you present it to the management, you communicate that information to the management, and on that basis, on the basis of that information, they are taking all financial decisions which is beneficial for the organization. So my dear students, this is all over for you for the first video of accountancy. And my last message is that stay home, stay learning, and stay safe. Goodbye.